I think it has been emphasized rightly that the world is changing. And we can say particularly the landscape of the international relations is changing. Not only the but as far as the conflict is concerned, the world is having more conflicts these days rather in the past. So the change is taking place. But to what extent it will really change the future scenario, that is the question in my mind. Because as far as the paradigm of governance is concerned, whether it is at national level or at global level, the paradigm is driven by the so-called national interest. So if the global governance paradigm remains the same, I don't think many changes will be taking place. The conflict will remain there. So as far as the bilateral situation is concerned, we have discussed a lot Pak-Russia relations, and I'm not going to deliberate upon that. In the context of this global paradigm of governance, I think the moral dimension is completely missing. There is a lot of talk about the international laws, the development in the international relations discipline, but as far as the moral dimension is concerned, it is missing. And the most recent example is the Palestine issue, in which we see all tall claims about the international law. They are nowhere. Now, no doubt, I think it has been emphasized in the program as well, that US continues to be the strongest player in the world as far as this global governance is concerned, as far as the elements of comprehensive power are concerned. It perhaps will continue with this situation. But what about the moral dimension? I think US has proved time and again, and this was the maximum that has happened during last 1 year, that there is no international law that is respected by the US and its allies. When I say US, I think there are a lot of countries at the government level, they are supporting it. So this international governance needs a moral dimension. To what extent it is possible, I think this is going to be a test for the future emerging players at the global level. Russia is one of them, of course, but at the moment China is leading the process. And at least on paper we can find something China is saying. I would recall the 3 initiatives that President Xi in recent years have presented: the Global Development Initiative, the Global Security Initiative, and the Global Civilizational Initiative. I wish we can put the Chinese in test, that while you are leading this process, and Russia is now very close to you, and in fact, there is no doubt that US is losing its ground, not only in physical terms, but it may take some time. But as far as the moral terms are concerned, it has already lost that ground. So without moral ground, you cannot sustain for long. And in the global context, 70, 75 years is not a big thing. But that has happened, and the global governance system will have to shift to something which is better, having this kind of moral ground. So I hope, and I think as an individual, as an institution, as a nation, we all have this responsibility to highlight this dimension, which is normally missing in these kind of discourses. Because as a whole, this paradigm is working, and this has been established that you need to take care of your own interest. So unless we have this global paradigm of development, unless we have focus on human dimension of the development, I don't think we will have a very good future for long term. All small things can happen, and they are happening. But the current situation is, particularly after this happening in the last year in Gaza, and there are similar incidents. I would not spare the situation that has happened in Ukraine. That is also a reflection of the current global system. So the current global governance paradigm needs to be changed. And these are occasions when we should not forget this dimension. We should highlight that dimension also. That is my input at the whole. But I would congratulate Walid, you and the organizations behind this program, the Kaza University in Russia and the Federal Urdu University in Karachi. They have taken a timely initiative to highlight this kind of dimensions. And I hope we shall be coordinating further programs with Kaza University also and with Federal Urdu University. Thank you very much.